I've learned over all of the years kind of the recipe of execution that you need to survive or do well in an ultra. None of that being actually finishing it, but all the little things you need to think of: lube, fueling, hydration, your electrolyte balance, not going out too fast. All that kind of stuff are the things you learn over time what you can do to complete a race. And I've told you all in the past, running an ultra is mostly mental. Yes, there is a lot of physical demand in it. You have to be mentally tough to overcome the physical demands of a race. So you have to get in a shape that would allow you to do that. And there's a broad spectrum of how you complete an ultra marathon. So you got the elites all the way to the back of the pack type people, and we all prepare in similar ways and in other ways very, very differently. And the elites are going to be done really quick. They train fast. They train to leave it all out there. And those of us who are mid to backpackers, back of the pack type runners, we're trying to survive for much, much longer. And so, there's a lot more to deal with. We don't have the time to train like they do. So we have to figure out ways to execute our race so that we can be successful. So over the summer, I'm looking at Strava right now, over May, June, July, I was probably, I'd say 100, 300, maybe 250 miles behind where I wanted to kind of be during the summer. But I was out of town a lot with my son and travel baseball and my daughter, and it just was not feasible. But I did stay active. One of the things I did this year was stay active. And in years past, I'd gone on long periods of time where I would not run just because of stress. But I leveraged my experience in the past and how hard it was to come back, just to do something, to take my own advice and to keep moving. And I did that. So I think I had a decent summer, not anywhere near what I needed to do. And then August, I really picked up the mileage because I hadn't really fallen out of shape completely. It wasn't that big of a ramp up with about 121 miles in August, which is a little light, but it's not terrible. And right now, in the last 3 days, I've run 33 miles this week and probably have another 12 to 15 tomorrow. So I'm feeling strong. I've been running in a lot of heat, a lot of hills, and a lot of humidity. And I feel strong. So the days where it's been cool and the humidity's been low, I felt really, really strong. And of course, this race is September 30th at a little bit higher elevation at a time period where it should be not a lot of humidity and heat. So I'm looking forward to that and kind of seeing where I am. I'm not going to be in the best shape of my life for this run. I don't think I've ever been in 100-mile race shape. Just have never been able to run that amount of mileage, but I have been in shape enough to where I can kind of grab on and ride it out and just keep going forward. I mean, and 100 milers, it's all about, in any ultra, it's about taking one step, one foot put in front of the other, just keep moving forward, not making any really stupid mistakes like, getting way behind on your hydration or getting way behind on your nutrition. Things like that are the things that kind of can derail a race. Getting some foods that don't really do well with you, things that you thought that would work well with you, and then race day comes and everything goes out the door. And like me and my buddy Joe always say, we always have a plan till you get punched in the face. I think that was Tyson. I'm not sure who said that, but very, very true. We all have a plan till you get punched in the face, and in ultras that happens a lot. So back to the anxiety part. I've been putting off kind of the planning and logistics side of like packing up my containers right here, trying to figure it out. This is like 33 miles out, 33 miles back, and then 33 miles to the finish. Trying to figure out what I need to bring. I know I need to bring shells, so I haven't really gone through my list yet. I know that the race, Jason's going to be sending out a list of things, kind of the rules and things that we need to keep in mind, and bring in a shell to make sure that we're warm. I think is mandatory because the temperatures can change quite drastically. So that kind of stuff, but socks, different types of food. I've just learned over time that I've always way overdid it with the packing, way overdid it with the planning, and then I bring these containers back, and they're just, I didn't even use a quarter of what was in them. I usually just go off the aid stations. I carry some food on me. So, this has helped me kind of keep the anxiety down and not think about it. I've had to really compartmentalize my life and the stress and things that I've had doing. I was at work, had a long time move that's been coming for my where I work, and it has been taking up all of my time that I wasn't in baseball. So, I just didn't have any more emotional, whatever you want to call it. I'm tired. Ran 13 miles today. Extremely tired. I just didn't have any more effort and emotions and thought to put into anything to stress over packing. And I probably won't do that until about 2 weeks out. I'll start to pack and go through my list, and I'll share that all with you. And, I've a lot of you have reached out to me to check on me, see how I'm doing, and I am doing fine. I'm down. I've lost a bunch of weight. I'm down to 206, so I'm only 6 pounds away from the goal that I wanted to be for this race. So I'm doing well there. So that a lot of things are falling into place. I'm feeling strong. I respect the 100-mile distance, so there's not 1 ounce of me that is cocky or arrogant, thinking that this is going to be easy. But if you've done certain things enough, and I've ran well over 20-something ultra marathons, and obviously varying distances, never 100, but I have been on my feet for 20 plus hours, 21 hours. It's hard. It's always hard. There's never time where you say, I just ran for 60 miles and that was super easy. I've never had that. It's going to be a battle, and every time, even when I've trained real hard for like a 50K and I've absolutely crushed it, it was still hard. So I'm expecting it to be hard. It's just understanding that it's going to be hard, and you're going to have to deal with that. How am I going to solve the problems as they come? So I'm looking forward to that. This is exciting. I'm just not letting myself get in that mode yet. I'm just not in the mode. Like, I know it's coming. I'm training hard, but I have not gotten into the logistics and planning and all of that because it's just all been too much. I've been working on my pacing, and all I know in this 100-mile race is that I'm going to be concentrating on not going out too hard, and just sticking to a proper run walk strategy from the beginning. That way that I don't have the wheels fall off at mile 50. 70, 75 is going to be tough no matter what I do, but I don't need to compound the problem by going out the first 10, 15, 18, 20 miles, just absolutely ticking them off, rolling too hard because they feel good, and I can, and I'm in shape to do that, but I'm not in shape to keep that pace the entire time. That's a lesson you learn in these ultras is understanding and respecting the distance. Other than that, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I know I've been quiet on the channel. Behind the scenes, I have a lot of plans and things that I've been doing. I created the Motivation Theory running company, the running club. The Motivation Theory Run Club had just, I didn't even notice, past 1,000. We're about 1,046 members. And I'm excited about that. This has been a long time coming for me. I've been just working so hard. We're less than 200 subscribers from 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and there's not a lot of channels out of the entire catalog of the YouTube channels. Hitting 10,000 is extremely difficult. Not a lot of them do it in comparison to the amount of channels that there are, obviously. I'm proud of that. I've been putting a lot of work in this for a long time, and I love doing this, and it absolutely kills me to not be able to be consistent during the summer, and it just, I have to choose and I have to prioritize. You all are extremely important to me. This channel is extremely important to me, and putting out quality content is extremely important to me. So I'm going to be having the lives, the live broadcasts again, so I can interact with all of you. Those are going to be coming up again. More consistent content. My shoe reviews. Mizuno has sent me shoes to review, and Mizuno has been absolutely phenomenal with helping me with gear and sending me things to review, and that is an absolute honor. I love their shoes. You guys know that. They have some phenomenal shoes. The Sky 5 has been one of my favorite. They've sent me multiple pairs of that. That shoe is a phenomenal, light, snappy shoe. The Rebellion, an awesome road racing shoe. So there's just a lot going on in Mizuno's company, and the shoes are coming out with it. I'm super excited to talk to all of you about. 100 miles is coming up. I'm going to be running the Yeti 100 miler very, very soon. Joe Kern, you all know him from this channel. He's been interviewed. He's run multiple races with me. It's going to be a good time with my friend, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going to be live broadcasting here soon within the week, so I can hang out with all of you. I'm going to do a planned live broadcast, not just a pop-up on here, and hope people show up so all of you can join and we can chat and have a good time. And I appreciate all of you, all the well wishes and all the support you all have given me during this very busy summer that I've had. But like I always tell you, life needs balance. Everything needs balance, and we need to make sure that we don't let the scale tip too far in one direction. That way we keep all those people that love us and that we love happy, and balancing that with our passions and the things that we love to do. Thank you all very much. Go ahead and click here. Listen to me talk some more about racing. Let's go. Talk to you soon. Bye.